All right, we're back with yet another worst to best this week. And this week's worst to best is a little special. I'm glad you guys clicked on this video. This week, I'm doing Speak for Yourself by Imogen Heap, which, in case you guys are unaware, is probably my second favorite album of all time, if not my favorite, right next to Porter Robinson Worlds, which I have like right there. I adore this album. I haven't gotten the chance to talk about it on the channel yet, so I'm incredibly excited to talk about it. But because of that, I have to preface the video by saying this, okay? I'm always honest with what I think of an album before I start. The lower songs on this list, I had to nitpick in order to place them down there. Because at the end of the day, I love every single one of these songs. I think all of them are some of the best alt-pop, indie-tronica songs ever made. So I had to get incredibly nitpicky to put some songs lower than others. But at the end of the day, if I put a song you love really low, just let me know in the comments and we can have a fun discussion. But without further ado, let's get into Speak for Yourself by Imogen Heap, worst to best. So at number 12, I have I Am in Love with You, which it makes sense to most people. I still think, okay, to clarify, I still think the song is absurdly good. Okay, the production is pretty abnormal. But it's like a good level of abnormal. It's unexpected. And the chorus is really catchy and memorable. Like this one will get stuck in your head. And it's one of those more fun songs. I like the song structure, how it switches from I Am in Love with You to I'm Not in Love with You near the end. I just think you compare this song to a lot of the more ethereal, absurd, mind-blowing songs on the album, and it doesn't quite punch nearly as hard in that regard. At number 11, I have The Moment I Said It, which it truly devastates me that I have to put this one at 11 because I love this song, okay? It has a nice gradual build that climaxes into one of the best peaks on the album, which is that Don't Stop smash part. That portion of the song is one of my favorite moments on the entire album. I think the song overstays its welcome a little bit too long. That fade out at the end definitely drags it a little bit. And I also think after that climax, that portion might last a little bit too long. Again, I'm nitpicking because this song is amazing. It's just, I think because of how much downtime it has as that closing track, it's not nearly as consistent as a lot of the other songs I have higher. Have you got it in you? At number 10, I have You Got It In You, which does wind down the energy a bit in the track list. You do have like Headlock and Good Night and Go, which are punchy and super memorable. Have You Got It In You lowers down the energy a little bit, but it does it with style, and the vocal deliveries are gorgeous, just like a lot of the other vocals on this album. But once the drums come in and the song is more intense, just like those first two songs are, the song never looks back and it's incredible till the very end. I just think it starts a little bit slower, so compared to the songs that are incredible the entire time, it's slower. At number 9, I have Clear the Area, which I think is an immensely consistent song. It has a stellar chorus that'll be stuck in your head the entire day you listen to it. It does an absolutely outstanding job with the vocal layering, even though I do think there are some songs I have much higher that I think do the vocal layering better. Clear the Area, still one of the most consistent songs on the entire album. I think it's a really safe pick if you want to throw it on for someone who hasn't heard the album. It's just a really well polished pop song. Why'd you have to be so cute? It's impossible. At number 8, I have Good Night and Go, which is a much more charming and fun song compared to a lot of the more melancholy tracks, which I think is important. It adds variety to the track list. I think it portrays romance in a really interesting way, turning into something sinister in the second half that sinister emotion is made more uncomfortable by the fun and bubbly demeanor the song has. I think it's a really cool way to portray that. Point of no return, 1 second to go. No response on any level. At number 7, I have The Walk, which, if we are talking peaks of this album, this has one of the best on the entire album. Not only is the chorus stupidly good, the breakdown part is one of my favorite moments that the album provides. I think that the keys as well in the production, those piano keys, are a great detail. It keeps the song interesting throughout its entirety. I love the song. I think it's absurd. At number 6, I have Closing In. I want to point out something I find incredible about the song, which is that the title almost complements the sonic direction of the song. It feels hopeless and futile, and it kind of drones on a little bit. It's a very stagnant and still beat, but the way Imogen delivers her vocals throughout it, like the despair her voice has, keeps the song interesting the entire time. This song reminds me a little bit of Goodbye to a World from Worlds, like that level of despair and hopelessness. And I think that might boost where the placement a little bit. I could see people having Closing In a little lower, but I don't care. Okay. This is one of my favorite songs on the album. I love it to death. At number 5, I have Just For Now, which does have a much simpler instrumental palette than many of the other songs. However, the vocal layering on this song takes it up a notch, I think. The hook on this song is not only beautiful, but it's an earworm. Okay? The song also has super lyrical content, which I think helps add to how memorable the track is. If you've never done this before, look up Just For Now live performance, and I might link it either in the comments or in an info card up here. But the way she does each of the vocal parts live and layers that, like, it's so impressive to me. Not to mention, Just For Now, one of the most sampled Imogen Heap songs, I think. She has a lot of songs that get sampled by a lot of artists, but obviously Clams Casino did sample this song. Huge song. So Just For Now is fantastic. Okay, at number 4, I have Daylight Robbery, which is easily the most intense song on the record, which I think helps it stand out a lot. The chorus almost feels harsh when you compare it to the vast array of gentle songs on Speak For Yourself, but it never becomes overbearing or frustrating. It's just awesome. It's intense in the best way possible, and I think some people might argue that it doesn't belong on the track list, similar to like an electioneering on Radiohead's OK Computer. But just like with that song, I think it does a good job of keeping the listener interested going into that second half. There's no lulls in energy, because right in the middle, you get Daylight Robbery, which wakes you right back up, and if you were somehow losing interest in this phenomenal record. It's complicated. This time I think it could be triangulated. At number 3, I have Loose Ends, which is unfair levels of catchy. Okay, I want to know this. I need someone to explain. How did Imogen manage to write such a complicated hook that manages to keep so many people invested? You have so much going on in this hook, and yet so many different elements of it are catchy. You might have the like that part might get stuck in your head. You have the vocal, like the "we're overrated." Oh my gosh, the whole hook is incredible. Not only that, okay, the vocals on the song are absurd, but the splashes of intensity near the end of the track make it so easy to loop, okay? Because it just gets you right back into, you're like, okay, I want to hear this again. This part's crazy. Yeah, the whole song is just super consistent. and mind-blowing. At number 2, I have Headlock. It's no surprise why this song is blowing up. Okay, it's blowing up for a reason. This is the song that helped me discover this album in December of last year. So it's almost been a year since I found this record. You go to any dictionary, you can probably find the word ethereal in there. I'm not sure a definition is necessary because we have Imogen Heap Headlock. They could just put the MP3 there. You could listen to the song and be like, okay, that's what ethereal means. I think it's the catchiest song on the album, which is absurd, okay? Because this album has Just For Now, it has Loose Ends, it has, you know, all these absurd pop songs, but Headlock manages to be above and beyond, standing out on its own. I don't think I'll ever get tired of the song. It becomes more and more incredible every time I listen to it.
What you say? That you only meant well.
And then at number 1, if you're in my Discord server, this comes to no surprise to you. I have Hide and Seek, which, okay, it's unfortunate for the rest of the songs on this album because they were competing with this song, which is my favorite song of all time. Okay, I've said in the past, Porter Robinson, Musician. I've said in the past, Underscores, Girls and Boys. I think I also said Eat in Circles, okay? These are all incredible songs, right up there still, okay? But Hide and Seek takes it up a notch for me. And I want to explain what I love about this song so much, because a lot of people think I'm a, like, mental patient who needs help for putting this song so high. Obviously, the subject matter of the song being about family's divorce, I think that's brutal, it's relatable, but the way she delivers her vocals, it really sells how harrowing it is. This song manages to hold itself together while only being made up of vocals. It is entirely vocals. And yet, despite the song being entirely vocals, it has an absurd song structure that tells a story. It goes a bunch of different places. Not a single one of these portions feels weaker than the other, even if my favorite is the What You Say part, because that's like my favorite moment of any song ever, okay? This song has several different phases to it. Every different part contributes in a different way. I think one thing that might convince people in my family to give this song another shot is I am a drummer, okay? I used to play piano. I don't know how to play piano anymore. The only instrument I really know how to play is the drums. And yet, Hide and Seek, only vocals, no drums in it, is my favorite song of all time. That should speak to how incredible this song is, okay? It's that well performed, compelling, and genius. Okay, I get full body chills every single time I listen to the song. It continues to amaze me more and more. If anything, as I've listened to the song close to 100 times, it's only continued to grow on me. It's never decreased in enjoyment. I love Hide and Seek to death. And that is my list. What did you think of my list? Please feel free to leave yours in the comments. I love seeing them. If you want to vote on the next album, feel free to join my Discord server. We vote on those every Tuesday. If you want to leave an album for me to do a worst to best on, leave it in the comments. As long as I've listened to the album before, which you can check on my Album of the Year account, I will add it to the polls in my Discord server. But yeah, I love this album, man. I'm so glad I got to talk about it. If you want more content, click to my left or right. Please feel free to subscribe, check out my social links. I appreciate all of your support. We're getting close to 2025. So, yep, peace out, guys.